Hello there, Capricorn. This is Miss Joan with Joan's Tarot on the Hill, and I'm here to talk to you about October. We're going to go from the 2nd through the 29th this month. And so that'll be 4 weeks and 4 columns, as usual, or as per usual for a 4-week month. And I am programming these cards for you for the overview. Let's get that done. Now I'm going to go ahead and pick a pile. So now I'm going to set these aside and go ahead and program these cards for the first week of October, being the 2nd to the 8th, so that at the end of this overview video we can go immediately deep in on that first week, and we'll find out what's really going on, right? All right, so just get more information, I mean. All right, so we're going to set these aside and they will be ready to go. We're ready to go. Haha. So I'm going to lay these out. The 4 columns are the one for each week. The first row is going to be the theme of the week. The second row will be about what's blocking us this particular week. And then the third row is, of course, our solution for that particular week. All the cards face me. It doesn't change the meaning of the card. It just means I don't read them upside down. And they're no bad cards. They're just lessons. So be aware. We're all good, okay? So now that we've got all that done, let's go ahead and get into it. October 2nd through the 8th. Let's see, we have the 9 of Cups, which means some things are going pretty well right now. We have some wishes that are being fulfilled. Things are going your way for once. Awesome. Very nice. There is what's blocking you this week will be the King of Pentacles, which is somebody who is very financially minded with a male energy, who's going to stand in your way and go, no. You may be getting your wishes fulfilled, but no, we're going to talk about money and I'm going to take it. So you, right? He's going to try and control the money. But your solution is going to be taking your power back, the 5 of Swords. So find a way to regain power in the situation. That's what you're trying to do here. That's your whole goal, is to end up with more power in the situation so that this King of Pentacles will have to take his bags and go. All right? So that's exciting. We'll get more information on this at the end of this video. For now, we're going to move on to October 9th through the 15th. And we have the 10 of Pentacles showing up, saying that family money is at issue this particular week. Things are going interesting with that. But the 4 of Pentacles shows up in the blocking department, which means that your foundation is getting a little rocked. Okay, so you need to pay attention to how your money is going this particular week. Whatever's happening, you're not going to be able to fortify your finances right now. So keeping that in mind, try and find happy solutions. Maybe something mellow enough that they'll at least take their bags and go, right? The King of Cups is your solution, and that is the emotionally based male energy person in the picture who can maybe mediate or at least stand up for what appears to be fair in the moment, right? So it's interesting to understand how that goes, right? Just know that you might need some mediation with the family money problem, and it's okay to ask for it. And there are people who do that for a living. All right? So hang in there, and we will talk now about the 16th through the 22nd of October. We have the Page of Swords. There's new information coming to you that will give you, that will explain a way to step back into your power and feel more empowered in the situation. All right? Where you're blocked is the Two of Swords, which is telling me that it's giving you fear. You're getting a lot of fear out of this wonderful project. That's not exactly how we want to approach, but I understand. So when you're in this fear situation, you're going to have to step, your solution to this fear is your faith. Okay, you're going to have to step into some faith that everything is going to work out the way it was supposed to. All right. Your interaction in this situation was never for the money anyway, right? So breathe through the situation and know that something bigger than you's got you, right? You didn't get here on your own. Whatever that is that's holding you together, they've still got you now, and that's okay. So do the faith, do some physical manifestation of your faith, whatever that is, and breathe it in, knowing that stressing out about it ain't going to change anything, and you're going to be okay. All right? No matter what, you're going to be okay. Cool? Cool? You're not doing it alone anymore. That's the good news. So we have the Four of Cups. We're talking about, of course, October 23rd through the 29th. The Four of Cups says if your heart's foundation is solid and it's good, and that's where you need to stay for now, is in your heart's foundation. All right? Stay here in your heart. Stay centered there. Because if you stay centered in your heart, and it's not in any other department of your life, you are prepared and footed for the Tower, which comes as your blockage. So some things are going to fall apart. Things are not going to go quite right. That is going to be a drag. But, well, actually, the Tower is always things falling apart or falling together. And because it's in the blocking department, that's why I'm figuring that it's falling apart. But keeping that in mind, if things aren't going according to plan, then we want you to take a deep breath and find a way to get grounded, get seated in your heart, which we talked about up here. And of course, the Queen of Wands. You have some good listening friends who can and will ground you and keep you centered in your brain and in your heart, and in your feet, right? You want to stay settled. You want to stay calm. You want to stay okay, because come what may, you're going to be okay, right? Everything is okay. Excellent. So let's stay there. Stay there in this moment. We're going to stay there. And I'm going to go ahead and set these aside, because we need to go in depth on these to have a better understanding about what that Tower might be about, or any of the other cards. All right? So, but we do have the cards ready to go in depth on the October 2nd through the 8th, and they're right here. So let's add these cards right now. Let's see what's going on. Okay, so let's see. We talked about the wishes being fulfilled, right? So that's cool. We're wishing, we're getting what we need. Everything is happening in the correct direction. That's interesting. There is somebody here, a heart-centered male energy person, who has your best interests at heart, for sure, who is here to help with this wish fulfillment situation. And they want you to stay centered in the truth, which is the Temperance card. And the Temperance card is here saying, hey, here's the truth. We're okay. Everything is fine, and we have enough. Okay? This is us. We're okay. We have enough. Everything is fine. Good. Now, the thing blocking you, this King of Pentacles guy, he's a jerk, but he's here, and he is here to make sure that his wishes get fulfilled. So yeah, he's got the Nine of Cups as well, saying, you know, be careful what you wish for. And because this is all very icky in its own special way, because it's just so much, I feel pushing and shoving, emotional pushing and shoving is happening here, and it's very uncomfortable. It's a very uncomfortable situation, and the Faith is here to say, hey, this is the place where Faith is going to be coming into play to deal with all of this, okay? So when people operate in the universe like this, eventually it comes back to haunt them. So take a deep breath and know that you have something more going on for you than other people. So you can get into your faith about that and reclaim your power personally. The Five of Swords is here saying you're going to be able to reclaim your power this week as part of your solution. Reclaiming your power is part of the deal. There will be the gift of more responsibility and power in the process. Excellent. You don't shy away from that stuff, and that's a good thing. But don't let your fear stop you, okay? Because the Two of Swords is here saying that part of you is a little nervous about all this stuff going on. You don't know if you can step up and say anything and be a part of this situation and this conversation. And the fact is, you have as much right to this conversation as anyone else does. Okay? And it doesn't have to do with personal gain per se, as much as it is being heard. All right? And being in a position where your voice matters. All right? So let your voice be heard and see how it goes. All right? Stay in your faith. And remember, the first rule is there's always enough, okay? So hang in there, and we'll talk next about the 9th to the 15th, okay? Thank you, Capricorn.